Title: Adaeze's Strength. The village of Umakis had always known Adaeze as the woman with the brightest smile. She was the wife of Obinna, a prosperous palm oil trader, and together, they were the envy of many. Their love story was one of deep affection, laughter, and dreams. But fate had its own plans. One stormy evening, Obinna set out on a journey to Nkwo market to finalize a major business deal. The sky was heavy with dark clouds, and Adaeze, sensing something ominous, begged him to wait until morning. But Obinna, ever the determined businessman, kissed her forehead and promised, "I will return before the rooster crows." But he never did. The next morning, villagers came running to Adaeze's compound, their faces full of sorrow. "Obinna is gone," they whispered. His cart had overturned on the slippery hill leading to the market, crushing him beneath it. The news shattered Adaeze. She wailed, rolling on the ground, her once bright eyes clouded with sorrow. But her real suffering had only begun. The battle with tradition. According to Igbo customs, a widow had to undergo a mourning ritual. Adaeze was forced to sit on a cold mat for weeks, wearing only rags. Her hair was shaved off, and she was denied a bath, her once proud beauty buried under grief and dust. Worse still, Obinna's brothers, greedy for his wealth, accused her of killing him. "You must prove your innocence," they sneered. The elders decreed that Adaeze must drink the water used to wash Obinna's corpse. If she died, it meant she was guilty; if she lived, she was innocent. Terrified but resolute, Adaeze refused. "I will not drink death to prove my innocence," she declared. Gasps filled the air. No widow had ever defied such a decree. But Adaeze was no ordinary woman. The fight for survival. Stripped of everything, including her home, Adaeze took her son, Chimere, and wandered into the thick forest. For days, she lived on wild fruits, her body growing weaker. But she had a fire within her, a determination to survive. She journeyed to a distant town, Oka, where she met Neka, a wealthy widow who had faced similar struggles. Neka took her in and taught her the trade of palm oil business. With time, Adaeze became a powerful trader, just like her husband once was. Years later, she returned to Umakis, not as the helpless widow they had scorned, but as Adaeze the Great, a woman whose strength defied oppression. The same people who had cast her out now bowed before her wealth and influence. One fateful evening, Obinna's brothers, now impoverished, came begging for help. Adaeze looked at them, her heart heavy with memories. Then she smiled and said, "You took everything from me, but you could not take my will to rise again." She forgave them, not out of weakness, but because she had won. And that was the day Umakis learned that a woman's strength could shake even the strongest traditions.